Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Geometry Survivor. We just unlocked the Drifter, so let's find out what this is about. I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, it definitely moves different, I gotta say, but it's not super crazy. Mostly, okay, so it seems faster, although did I unlock any movement speed? I can't remember. No, I don't think I unlocked movement speed. Yeah, it seems faster. Okay, let's see. I can't remember what we have and have not done. We've definitely done Clock Gun. We've definitely done Penetragon. I guess we'll take Spiral Projectile. I don't mind this. It just does that, and then the streaks that it leaves behind are lethal. Now, one thing to consider is that, you know, when you are playing with this ship, you start with 2 of your weapon slots full, because you already have committed the phasing and the blast shield. So rerolls are kind of important. I do need to make sure to have something along the lines of like Fat Laser, my new favorite. Force, oh, okay, so Force Field creates a field that slows down? I don't know what that means. Okay, we're gonna take Orbiters. And the reason for that is that Orbiters are kind of a multi-purpose thing. They are a fire and forget thing that kills stuff. They're somewhat active in that when they go off, you can fly into things with them to get kills, although with this drifting movement, it's a little harder. There's Quad Laser, woo! Okay. And then also they do like the kind of thing where they can be used near the end of the game to just kill a bunch of stuff. Oops, I did not realize my phasing had gone off. So I like phasing. I got to play with it in a random run, and I kind of appreciated it. You know, it just maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable at first, but for me, I got to the point where it wasn't that big of a deal to just like get out of the way of the enemies when the phasing effect was about to expire. And you can do some pretty cool things with it. Like if there's a bunch of stuff spawning, you can just like go into it against the grain, so to speak, and get a bunch of kills with it. You can also dive into mines with it, which is fun, and get a bunch of kills that way. So it's one thing I love about this game. Like, you know, you play it and then you form some early opinions about what's good and what's not. And I find that as I've been, you know, forced to play with things that I previously wrote off as not very good. Oh, there goes my blast shield. I've come to appreciate them. Like even Fat Laser, which I was really sure I was not gonna like. Ever, just for ergonomic reasons. You know, I got a little used to it, and it's up there. You know, it's no quad laser. Oh, look at that quad laser. It's no quad laser, tell you what. But you know what? Nothing is, right? Like, God is no quad laser, so Fat Laser shouldn't feel bad. But yeah, it was super effective at the end there, especially when it was mutated to be an extra thick beam. You know, those geometry shapes do love it extra thick. Is it extra wide? You know, we'll have to get it again sometime. Read that description more carefully and laugh at it all over again. I want to know what phasing turns into. We've already seen the evolved orbiters. Loot magnet doesn't evolve, so we'll take phasing. And oh, it's turned on. Ah, just like me. Okay, so we'll see what it does, and it's important now because with the random mode, you don't get the descriptions of what happens at the evolved level, and with some things, it's more obvious than others. Actually, the mutation for Fat Laser is not that likely to be seen again because that wasn't just getting it to level 5, that was getting it to level 5 and having it be the thing that rolls as a mutation. So you see there, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just saw my ship phase, and then I flew into a bunch of enemies, and then I stopped. It was like totally fine. You know, sort of one of those things where like it felt uncomfortable the first few times. Well, the first many times. Well, the first enough times that I got an early impression of not liking the weapon. But I'm fine with it. Now, I just went level 4 for Quad Laser. Because one thing I'm curious about is whether you can actually evolve them before a certain minute mark. Like, we're not even at 5 minutes yet. We're not even a quarter of the way done, but as it so happens, Quad Laser's been leveled up to 4. So if I use up all my rerolls, can I get Quad Laser up there? The rerolls aren't particularly valuable because we already have our full loadout. This ship has the weird drifting movement, but it starts with phasing and blast shield. So it starts with, you know, 2 of your 7 slots occupied, and you don't really have 7 slots because, of course, you have the auto loot, or the loot magnet, and the auto aim taking up 2 of your slots to begin with. Oh my god, what? How did I not get hit? Oh my god, all right, question answered. Yes, there is a strategic reason to get the same level up a bunch of times and level something all the way up quickly, because you can just evolve it, and that is incredible. But look at them bouncing against that spiral. That is just absurd. Oh my god, to have an evolved quad laser, not even at the 15-minute mark. Oh, feels good, man. Feels pretty nice. And everything dies. Okay, so with the orbiters and the quad laser, I feel good. You know, I might have liked something like sniper rifle or the allied ship or penetragon. Just the kind of things that, you know, murder stuff for you for free without any active thought on your part. Okay, I want to find out what blast shield evolves to, because I know we've seen the auto fire. It just basically shoots real fast, and I think it has some splash damage. Can't remember if that's the mutation or just the basic evolution. Anyway, if all goes well, we will see that this game, because you do evolve everything over the course of a normal run. Maybe that's not true. Maybe that's because I purchased some meta progression upgrades, making evolution faster. Or not okay, it is evolution, leveling up faster. So since I level up faster, I need less XP to level up. I'll be more assured of getting all of the final upgrades more quickly. I don't know if that's necessarily the case if you're just playing the base game when you first install. Okay, I also want to know what phasing evolves into, so we'll take that. And I want to know what spiral evolves to, so there's just a lot that I want to know. But yeah, you can kind of feel it with the blast shield and phasing, the 2 things that this ship model starts with. It does feel like you're a little light on actual, you know, weapons. And sure, the phasing thing is a weapon, but it has a pretty long cooldown, and although it's pretty nifty, it doesn't have like the, you know, explosive effect of something like a black hole. Or Mr. Thick. We need to come up with a good nickname for Fat Laser. Mr. Thick, because of the description of the mutation. Oh, there goes my blast shield. Good commentary, Boris. Yeah, it's not like everyone didn't see that happen. So that right there is how you phase. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep going with blast shield. I want to know what the evolution is. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like kind of unimpressive. It's very interesting. It's like unimpressive when you first start playing the game. Like you play the game and you're you're like a few minutes into it or whatever. And yeah, the phasing is not that impressive. It's like you go through a couple of enemies and whatever. But then later in the game, if you make it that far, then phasing becomes a lot better, because suddenly now you have these like long conga lines of spawning enemies, and it's a big deal. All right, we're gonna level up Spiral Projectile. I could have re-rolled just to try to get Blast Shield up, but I'm not super concerned about it. And those are both upgrades I want eventually, so well, these are putting in the work. I wonder how much this developer will or won't, oh my god, this is gonna be good, buff or nerf things as we go. Because, you know, still early days. You know, some developers think, you know, you want to leave stuff alone. If something's overpowered, like it's a single player game, who cares? So they just leave things alone. But then other developers take a more principled approach, and you know, if something's too strong, they want to make it more in line with everything else. After Blast Shield explodes, it makes you invulnerable as if you took. That is lame. Okay, now we know. It makes you invulnerable as if you took damage. Well, the invulnerability doesn't last that long. Oh, but Boris, there's a meta progression upgrade that makes it last up to like 2.5 seconds or something. I just don't think that's very significant. Especially since the goal is not to get hit, and clearly it is possible to not get hit enough times that, you know, you shouldn't really be seeing the benefits of that evolution very often, if ever. Now, you know what I think? Maybe when I play with a hardcore ship that has only 1 HP, I'll probably like use my early rerolls to prioritize trying to get Blast Shield. That seems like a very obvious strategy, is to get Blast Shield if your ship has only 1 hit point, so that you have an extra hit point and a recharging one at that. Oh, there goes Blast Shield. Oh, look, I was invulnerable for half a second as if I took damage. All right, I don't care about any of these things, so I'm gonna use a reroll. I'm looking to, yes, there we go, phasing and spiral projectile. So phasing is closer. Tasty. I wish, you know what? This game is really good at being juicy, but I will say, one juiciness element that's lacking a little bit is the juice of running into stuff with phasing. Like, everything is so great, the sound effects, the satisfying explosions, but for phasing, I just want a little more when you're, like, putting it all on the line. Oh, yes, thank God. I was just thinking, man, it'd be nice to have phasing here. You're just putting it all on the line, ramming into stuff with your body. I want, like, a little sensory reward for doing that. I want to feel rewarded for doing basic things that require no effort, and I feel like phasing isn't quite living up in that department. Okay, we'll get spiral projectile. I could have re-rolled. Oh, I was an idiot. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I could have re-rolled, try to get the evolution for... I don't remember what I was going for. What would it be? Because we already got Blast Shield. Right, yeah, no, so it's fine. No regrets. One thing that's interesting is I'm not, like I'm aware of it when I think about it, but I just don't think that often. This is fun. That was really fun. Right, phasing is what I was going for. Right, so I could have not upgraded Spiral in exchange for trying to get the evolution of phasing. Increases the size of the phased ship. Ah, interesting. Okay, so that's, I think we saw that in the random, no we didn't. We did not see it in the random run. But now we know what that does. Okay, good to know. Crap, there was a sentence I was uttering and I forgot what it was, so we're just not gonna finish it. Oh, could have got that mine. Oh, that, whoa! That's large! That is very sizable. Holy moly. Okay, gotta say, that was impressive. I was asking for some oomph in the juice department with phasing, and it delivers. Oh, I actually got my blast shield popped off. Oh my God! Oh, that's insane. Holy Jesus, holy. That feels like I'm the boss now. Yeah, who's threatening whom here? Okay, well done, devs. That was cool. That was a very cool effect. They did not hold back. I want to take advantage of the quad laser to get that mine. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. It's like turning on God mode in a 90s game and going to town on the bad guys, except that it goes away after a little bit so you don't get bored and stop playing after 2 seconds. Can you blow up? Oh, that bomb just did not want to blow up. Okay, blast shield's back. That does make me feel cozy. I have also, oh my God. Back to the enemies! Back to the enemies. Ooh, increases the size of the spiral. Well, that might not be the most creative thing that ever happened, but okay. I'm excited to see what the spiral looks like next time it pops. Gotta say, the spiral does not pop very often. Okay, so have that. Okay, that is rather large, and again, the trail that it leaves is deadly. Okay, so that actually serves a function of like the orbiters or that expanding shield, because it does take up a lot, or also the black hole, I suppose, because it does take up a lot of space and stays there for quite a while. All right, I guess we're gonna go for orbiters because they're more fun. Auto aim's probably fine. It might not even really matter that much. But I guess what I would like to do is actually see the description of the orbiters, because we saw them in the last video when I did the random run, which means the description never popped up on the screen, and I am very curious. Oh my god, yes, the enemies that come at me. My favorite. Uh-oh, now I'm not facing, so it's a bit scarier. Yeah, I want to see what the description was officially. I mean, is it just that there's the outer ring, or is there something else? And I like that there's the evolution and also the mutation. It does give you a little nudge to keep on playing. A little extra incentive. Because you want to know, like, okay, that's what it evolves to. That's just a matter of getting to level 5, so to speak. But then you want to know, okay, when I find one of those candy bars, which I will just continue calling candy bars forever, you know, what does it mutate into? Are there different mutations for the same weapon, or does every weapon have only the one? It looks like I've maxed out everything except for the orbiters, so I suppose that is just guaranteed to happen. Oh my god. Oh, and the quad laser. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, that is kind of the thing with these survivor games, right? Is they're supposed to be kind of challenging, but also you're supposed to get, like, overpowered by the end and get super satisfied. And this game delivers. That was intensely satisfying. Very intensely indeed. Oh, here we go. I was thinking, hey, it's been a while since I got to do that. Add a second ring of smaller orbiters. Okay, that's fine. It's what it looked like, and that's fine to see if that's what it is. Okay, we'll go for auto aim because, I mean, it actually evolves into something useful. I do wish that loot magnet evolved into something, just for the sake of something or other, even if it's not significant for destroying the enemies. Cool. I guess I should be. Oh my god, there it is. I guess I should be trying to pick up credits because that's the only thing that matters. I mean, you know, you never want to take anything for granted. It's possible that I will just, like, go on some kind of frenzy and start losing all my lives, but until that happens, pretty much all that really matters is getting credits for the future. Oh, with an extra heart. Oh, and a lightning bolt. Nice. Another level up. Great. And I guess I should also be trying to navigate across as much of the screen as possible so that if a candy bar spawns, then I can pick it up and, you know, learn about it. Even there's one actually. Adds a counter. Okay, so we've already seen that before, but I don't mind. I do not mind. Oh, interesting. Did the mutated ones always turn green? Because my laser turned green when it... Oh my god, that's so good. The laser also turned green when it got mutated. Alright, let's, just... Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. I'll just... Uh-oh. Here goes the blast shield. So let's just keep riding around the galaxy. Oh, it's increased the number of projectiles. So it must have been an evolution that made it do splash damage. Yeah, there's a price to be paid for my insolence of just, like, roaming around searching for candy bars, because by doing that I'm not paying attention to getting the most out of the quad lasers. So, you know, I'm putting myself in potentially dangerous situations. Oh, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Whoop. Just had a laser go off. A little vulnerable. There's the other laser. And the laser cooldown is just not that long. It's totally fine. Completely fine with the cooldown of the laser. That loot magnet, man, I mean, it gets crazy. It's like pulling from off the screen. It pretty much makes those lightning bolts that you find irrelevant. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Actually, that's another thing about the random. I didn't even think about this. But if you're playing random, then I guess after you fully leveled up everything and you have that choice between detonating a bomb or getting 50 credits, it chooses that for you randomly as well, yes? Which is not good because you want to be choosing the 50 credits. Yeah, that's actually a drawback of the random ship, huh? Still though, appreciate it. The only reason I did the random ship was because I was making videos for the channel and well, I should try all the ships. I might not have ever played it if I was playing on my own or just saved it for the very end. But I'm really glad I did it first because that helped me appreciate the thick laser, and it was just a pleasant surprise. Oh yeah, the auto fire is going off. Popping off, mate. Oh, here we go. Come at me. Yum, it's like Pac-Man. Oh, there's a candy. All right, here we go. What do we got? Increases the rotation speed of all the orbiters. Whoa! Whoa! Nice. Approved. I just hit my blade. You know, I mean, I have hit a goodly number of blast shields off. Maybe I need to pay attention to blast shield more in the normal game because, like, clearly I have enough power to just murderate everything. It's not like I feel like I'm struggling because I don't have an extra sniper rifle or whatever. But I have been hit a bunch of times. Now I have like a lot of hit points. What is that, 7 health over there? You know, would I have died without the blast shield? Maybe not. But it certainly is nice to have 7 extra hit points. Oh, here we go. Hang out inside my spiral of doom and shoot out lasers, get my blast shield back. Oh my god, this is my absolute best life. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's not sit on top of these spawning enemies. Okay, we'll just roll around here and there's the blast shield, you know? Yep. And just see if we can find another candy bar. I don't know if there's a limit to how many candy bars you can find, or if it's preset. I don't know if you're always gonna have to, or it's a random chance. Quad laser? Quad laser. Yeah, a little dicey in here. That's actually a pretty handy mine, I have to say. And then the spiral back there should kill a bunch of stuff. Okay, we'll back up and just do some murdering. Okay. Luckily, my laser and orbiters popped out, so even though I was kind of sitting on top of a bunch of enemies, when the effect ended, I still didn't take damage. Alright, well, with 16 seconds left, just trying to get credits to the extreme. Maybe it's still possible to get a candy bar. Delicious. Delicious. I just blew up the blast shield for fun, because it was right at the end. Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I'll see you again soon. If you want to stick around for the stats and the purchases, feel free. Quad laser was, of course, the best. But, you know, spiral projectile. Look at that. 6309. Good stuff. Okay. So, let's start by unlocking the next ship. I think this is basically, like, the drifting is not that different. I think that it's basically just if you really want to start with blast shield and phasing. So the next thing we're going to do is get this one, which makes the game faster. That should make it harder as well, which is logical since we're about to finish up just about all of our upgrades in the meta progression that are relevant. So, could get an extra health, but let's actually just finish upgrading the speed so I don't need to worry about it anymore. And I can't get that, or, whoopsie. Oh god, what the hell did I just get? Oh, yes, I now am invulnerable for half a second longer. Oops. Okay, well, let's, just for aesthetic reasons, can't finish that one. Oh, I can finish that one. I'm gonna finish it. Perfect. With 19 credits to spare after this accidental purchase, which is not a big deal because you can just press the triangle to refund everything back, but I don't want to deal with it. Okay, so as far as these go, we're just left to get the health and the rerolls, and then everything else doesn't really matter because there's the invulnerability, there is just difficulty, there is, I don't know what that is, and then there's another thing when you get damaged. So as far as like improving your power, it's just the health and the rerolls. So that is that, and we'll be trying this fast ship next time. I'll see you soon.